Hello guys, this is Eric from Cricut Studio, and on this YouTube channel I do a lot of tutorial videos on how to use the Cricut. I have plenty of videos on this YouTube channel, and I have up and coming videos on how to use the Cricut. But today I'm going to show you guys some updates with the Cricut design space that just recently happened. So today I'm going to cut out some stuff, but I want to show you guys some of the new updates with the Cricut design space. So sit back and relax, and let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Hello, this is Eric back with another video. So let's go ahead and work with the Cricut for a little while. We've seen some new changes with the Cricut design space. If you watch some of my older videos and you go to your new Cricut design space, some of it may look foreign, but it's almost the same way. Some unique facelifts with the Cricut design space. So let's go ahead and go to it here. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it. So when you log into your Cricut design space, as you see, it's a new format here, and the format has changed, as you can see. These are some of the things that I've saved, by the way. You can go to New Project, and what this does is going to bring up a new layout. And as you can tell here on the side, a lot of things have changed. Things look a little different. You got projects, images, text, shapes, and upload. It actually had the same thing on the old design space, but this one is the new one. The new layout is pretty neat, and actually it works out pretty well, because if you had a ruler, this could kind of help you out a little bit as far as how large you want a cutout. All right, so let me go to the imported item. Let me show you some of the editing that you can do with an item. One of the things that I want to show you is that most of the things you can do on the Cricut design space, you can get off the internet. Let me go step by step with you here. You got to definitely get to this part. If you don't know how to get to this part, please check out my previous videos that I have on my YouTube channel right here on Cricut Studio. So again, some of the things have changed, a little better facelift. And as you can tell, I do have some saved items already that I already cut out. But I want to upload another item. Again, if you are having problems getting to this point, I do have videos, tutorial videos on this channel. All right, so let's go ahead and go. And I want to print out some skies here. All right, so when I click on it and I hit open, it's going to bring me to the sky image. Now, this part is very important, because even though you can get anything from the internet, you want to make sure that the background is white. All right, that's the most important thing when you're doing this from the Cricut design space. All right, so let's go on it. And I always like to hit complex, kind of take you step by step here. And now I have sky ready to be edited, but at this point you still have to do some stuff here. So right here at the top left hand corner, you have erase, select and erase. You have the eraser, and then again you can crop it. I don't need to crop this item, so I want to go to select and erase. And what I usually do is I get to like maybe part of the screen is white, and I want to click on it. Now at this point, you're kind of used to this if you've used the design space before. All right, so at this point you see that you have the checkerboards here. This is very important, because what the Cricut does is it's going to only recognize this part of the image. All right, so let's go to the continue. All right, so at this point you have two selections. You could select this one here, that's going to send this to the printer and print it so it could be cut, or you could just cut out the image by itself. But today I want to go down and do this. And again, the new Cricut design space, it just has a minor facelift, and it makes it look good. But some people that just get started with this, it might freak you out, because if you watch previous videos, you might see some stuff that's kind of weird. But this is the new update. All right, so now that it's on the design space itself, you notice I got two images. I'm gonna go and take this one here and delete it. Okay, and you could delete this by putting your cursor, your mouse pointer, right here by the question mark or the eye, and go down and hit delete, and it's going to ask you, are you sure? So yes, we're going to go down to delete that. So let's go to select sky and put her in the design space. All right, so at this point you got to consider how big or how small you want this. And this is what I like about the new mat here. Okay, so what I usually do is I put it on 1, and these are your inches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, but what's so neat about this, it also gives you dimensions here. Okay, so this is going to be 5.2 inch tall. All right, and I got my ruler, and it's going to be 4.8 inches wide. So, but I don't want it that wide. All right, so we're going to get the ruler here. So what it's saying is this image is going to be 4.8 inch long. Look how big that image is. All right, that's very, very long. And it's saying it's going to be 5.2 inch tall. So that's going to be a very tall, very long image. I do not want it that big. Now, let me show you guys some stuff here that a lot of people probably need to know. Even though you can go up and down here to make it small or large, you could actually edit how tall or how long this is by right here at the top of the screen. You have a lock portion here, and what it does is it locks it. If you unlock this, you can actually change each height and width by itself. So if I wanted to make this skinnier, I could do it like so. Okay, see how I'm making that skinnier, but it's still long. All right, and then I can make it shorter like so. And so at this point, you have full control on how big or how small you want this image to be. See that? All right, so let's go ahead and shrink this up a little bit. All right, I want this, maybe I want to look at this, and I kind of bring some other items that I've cut out as a reference. So looking at this, I've cut this out before. And so this image is about 4 inches long. All right, and I want to say this image is about 3 inches long. All right, so 4 inches tall, 3 inches long, and this is kind of the perfect size that I'm looking for. All right, so let's go down and make that happen. All right, so let's go down and make it long, about 4 inches. Okay, and I'm sorry, that was 3 inches long. Let's go back down to 3 inches. All right, so it's 3 inches long, but we want to get that about 4 inches tall. All right, now if you look at it, it does look a little kind of slim a little bit. It actually don't look too natural because this certain image right here needs to be wider. All right, so I want to kind of show you guys some of the mistakes that people make, but you can always fix this. So what you want to do is you want to make this a little wider so it can look natural. All right, so now that's going to be 3.7 inches, which is very, very long. And actually, I do not want this image that long. So I'm going to go to about 3.4. Okay, 3.4 looks natural, but I want to make that, instead of 4 inches tall, let's get that down to about 3.5. All right, and let's go to 3.5 by 3.5. Now it looks pretty natural. All right, so I'm doing 3.5 by 3.5. All right, and you could put it as how big or how small you want it. All right, so let's duplicate that. All right, see, now I got 2 of them, and let's duplicate that again. Let me see if I can get 4 on a page. Let's duplicate that again. Now here's the thing, you could do trial and error. This is nice before you print it out. Let's go down and do trial and error here. And so let's go down right at the top here. It says make it. All right, so this is different. This looks different from what you saw before. Instead of, now it has a complete block behind it. All right, if you look at that. All right, so it's inside a square. But if you look at my 2 cuts here, instead of 4, it only have 2. So what the Cricut is doing is, since I had the dimensions so big, it's going to print out 2 pages instead of 1. So let's go down and go back here. Let's delete that because I'm going to go down and print out 2 of them at one time. But at this point, now I want to send it to the printer. So let's go down. I got my Epson printer here. All right, I got my Epson printer here, and I got my Cricut ready. So let me go down and print this out, and I want y'all got to see this for reference. All right, and it's being printed out, and I'm turning it on my Cricut. All right, so look at that. All right, so basically what you want to do is look at that. If this is the size you want, this is good to go. All right, so I got all my sheets printed out. All right, and I want to put this on the mat. Do you know what? This is important too. I like to make sure everybody see this. What you want to do is kind of put this on the mat right evenly. All right, and I like to start from the top first, nice and even, and put it right on the mat. And then I just gracefully kind of put it down on there. All right, so I have my Cricut set up. All right, to show y'all guys my Cricut. All right, so I have the Cricut set up, and I want to just go and put this in the Cricut. And the Cricut is good to go. So a lot of people do ask me this question: what do I put my settings on? So when I'm doing cardstock paper like this, I kind of put my settings on cardstock, a little over cardstock, so I can get that little deeper cut, so I won't have any problems. So if you notice, I do have it on cardstock. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and put this paper in here. All right, here we go. And as you're going to see, with the new Cricut layout, it's actually the sensors is going to look at it differently now. All right, and again, this is the new update. All right, so my Cricut is good to go. And I'm finding that it's cutting faster, even though I got the Air 2 here. It's cutting a lot faster than it was before. So I want to show you this. And it's actually, the sensors is looking at it differently, like it was before. So it's actually going up and down here, and it's kind of reading all sides. So this whole block here is more of a sensor. Now it's going down. And what I liked about the new update, it's actually faster. Look at that. All right, so now it's about to cut. As you remember with the old way it used to do, it used to take a little longer, but now it's a lot faster. So the update brings in some good enhancements, and it's working pretty good. Wow, so it really cuts really fast now than it used to. All right, so it's good to go. And let me show you guys how you take this off the mat. Sometimes when you got a new mat, the item always get pretty stuck on here. So what I usually do is I start from the top, and I kind of peel it off, take my time. All right, and there it is. There go the cut, nice size that I like. Right here, boom, there it is. So I got all these here to cut, and so this is the new update with the Cricut Design Space. If you are having problems getting to this point, I have plenty of videos on this YouTube channel on how to get you to this point, on how to start up the design space and how to download it and all that stuff. It's on this YouTube channel. So I like to do plenty of these tutorial videos, and this is the new update, which is it makes it a lot faster, and you do see some good enhancements that works very well for the user. And I'm using regular cardstock paper here that you can get at any Office Depot. This is Eric from Nola Cake Studio. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below. I will continue to do a lot of these videos, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up. This is Eric. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.